Before becoming an attorney and entrepreneur, Robert Fakhouri struggled with addiction.
Now, the successful lawyer shares how he turned a fitness, mental health, and proper nutrition to stay sober. He joins us now to share how you too can get a second chance and talk about his new book. Hi, Robby.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. You've got a lot going on, but since the last time you were here or last time we talked to you, you have a new book out. Tell us about that.
I do. It's called Life, Lies, and Second Chances, Developing Resilience to Overcome Adversity. It's a book that isn't a biography, but it's a self-help book that tells a real life story. A very raw, authentic story of my own struggles with addiction and prescription medication specifically, which I think, unlike most other substances, is more dangerous in the sense that there's something that we believe is acceptable in prescription medication by going to a drugstore, by going to a doctor's office, that really led to my downfall and my tragedy and trying to take my own life. And by the grace of God, that did not happen. I also wouldn't be here. And to stay sober, to maintain my success, I turned to fitness. And that's what the story's about. Developing this unrelenting discipline towards physical activity, to test your capacity, to test your limits, makes you stronger. And for me, that was an important story to tell.
Yeah, because for somebody to look at you, I mean, you're so well put together. You're obviously very successful, and it'd be hard to go, oh, wait, health and nutrition did that? How did you focus solely on that to build everything else around you?
So when I went into a rehabilitation center, forced by my family, and only stayed a very, very short time, I immediately gained about 45 pounds within 2 months following, because I wasn't taking the prescription medication I was on. And I was like, I got to get my body right. So I slowly introduced myself into fitness and started building this daily routine. And from that, I was like, oh my God, I feel better. Wow, I look better. And I just became more dedicated to the craft, to more physical activity and a range of activity, from weightlifting to cardio to, doing half marathons and triathlons and things that keep you engaged and keep it interesting, right? You can't just do the same stuff all the time. And that's a big part of this book too. I talk about that journey in fitness and how to maintain this dedication and this discipline and the ways that you can go about doing it. And as part of the book, there's a QR code, and with every purchase you get a free workout plan, you get a free nutrition plan, and then you get a 25-minute webinar that I do talking about fasting, which is another thing that is really important to my process. Again, you have to put your body through these stressors, and when you do so, your body naturally fights back and you stay young, right? Because you're keeping your internal active. And I talk about that.
You also are keeping your brain active because you are still actively practicing law.
Yes.
So you have a virtual law firm?
No, well, we actually have a law firm. We're in the city. We're at 77 West Wacker. But a big part of what we did after COVID was we implemented a virtual law environment just because we had to. And they're probably seeing our new video because we've rebranded as the Personal Injury Lawyers because we plan to do a national expansion. And a big part of the process is, how do I make sure my employees are happy and also stay active on client files? And a big part of that was being able to respond to them while in these virtual environments as a result of COVID. So we implemented a ton of technology into our system to give our clients real-time access, to give them immediate answers as it relates to their cases. We've grown to 7 employees over the last year. We've tripled our number of clients because of those operational changes. And now with our website and what we've implemented, clients can get an immediate answer on whether they have a personal injury case and immediately connected to our staff and our team to get the answers that they need. So that's been a big part of the journey and a big part of the process. And I utilize Instagram. You'll see that handle there. I utilize Instagram to be able to share this with my audience. From physical fitness to mental health to human rights things that we also advocate for, like a ceasefire, as well as the law and providing that education. And you'll see it on a daily basis, which is a really, really important thing for me to show, to practice what I preach.
Oh, absolutely. A holistic journey. So grab your phones and scan that QR code on your screen to download some free resources from Robby and to learn more about his book, Or you can just visit the site at lifeliesandsecondchances.com to find out more about his law firm. Visit the personalinjurylawyers.com. Robby, thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.